What is going on, folks of the Ethernet? A little late night, per our usual shenanigans, but here we are. We had a not great time of it last time around, but everyone in the league is waiting on me. Before we get too terribly into it, I'm going to make sure my audio balance is okay, because I know the last couple times I've done this, it has been rather quiet on the microphone end, and you've heard too much game audio and not enough me. You know, some people I know would prefer to hear the least amount of me as possible, but okay.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Let's just tone us down to a a crisp 80. Just for the sake of this. Or shall we? Or shalln't we?
Or shall we?
There we go. Seems like we're balanced. Fair and balanced. Alrighty. That being said, last time I had to do this in a hurry. We had to rush things out. We ended up not doing the follow-up game after the fact anyway. But today I have nothing to do. I'm calm. I'm collected. Everything is A-OK. So that being said, we are back in it. So we are going to give this the old community college try. That's because I know the people also in this league are waiting on me because they have a head-to-head matchup. And that should be tons of fun. Because I actually have time, I can actually get into the ins and outs of this team, should I so decide. Last we saw from Linwood TV, they beat the insert tree pun here out of Stanford. And Duke, who has joined the league, beat up Cal, who the Men-at-Arms also beat. These two play each other next week. And that is going to be some must-see TV. Not implying that this game right here won't be must-see TV for one way or another, but Men-at-Arms are currently 3-1, coming off their worst game of the season, even though it's not even close. Let me find the old schedule. Opened up with the big win against the FCS. Took care of business against Pitt. has struggled for a bit, but held on against Cal, and a couple critical turnovers doomed us against Boston College. But, and it's a big but, have the chance against number 23 ranked Illinois at home to gain some of that favor back. Illinois is 3-2, so they are beatable. After that, the road looks a little easier. Arizona, Indiana. No, not Virginia Tech. Not Miami. Ball State, Central Michigan, and NIU seem like a little more like opponents in our vicinity. In our weight class, as it were. We are testing the waters of this this system and seeing if we can truly hang with the big boys, or we have to wait for our recruiting to pay off and such. We shall see. Can this team turn it around? I think that's about all I can say. Methinks. Alright, let's tackle this with clear eyes, full hearts. Aiden Lawfrey is going to be the guy to look at. Their halfback, 91 speed. Could very well break any play open if he wants to. But
yes, sir.
how's it going? Welcome to the fun. I think I've done enough.
Content.
I think I've done enough stizzaling. Without any further ado, or ado not, let's get it started.
Let's see why play.
I am hoping for the best.
We need to see your uniforms.
Oh, well, you will. You will. Hold it. Pump the brakes. I'm relatively proud of, oh my god, the leather helmets. Certainly an era to be alive. I'm relatively proud of the fits we made for this team. For the United Matthews Men-at-Arms. This is the home. Our away is just them flipped. We have an all brown with a special chrome helmet. Different stripe pattern, the patch on the jersey. Did a little different with it. We have the Black Knight fit.
Sick-ass uniforms.
Based on a suit of armor, and we also have the white away variant for it. But nothing special here. Let's just do this vanilla. We got a lot more pressing tasks.
Last night that one's the best.
We got a lot more pressing tasks ahead of us than what we look like. Here we go. It's a balmy 89 degrees in Matthews County, Virginia. Balmy. Kickoff's into the air. Campbell's going to field it from the goal line. Has a little bit of a seam before getting down at the 21.
Dang.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch your
23.
I didn't catch your comment fast enough. That's my bad.
This game is gonna be hard.
You ain't kidding. Tumultuous, to say the least. Outside shot on the RPO. Quick shot to Smith. Only gets 3 out of it. Hope for a little bit more on first down, but beggars can't be choosers. There's a give to Garrett Mahler. Gets kind of caught up in the blocking. Only going to get 3 on the second down run. Already, this game just started and we're already facing a third down. Jamie Lang, the quarterback, under center. Little high, a little far. Incomplete. Had the seam. And what do you do here?
Bro, who is this QB?
What do you do here?
Bad accuracy.
They...
Off target.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Going for it on fourth is not always advisable, especially in this territory. But they're going to make the most of it with a screen pass to Garrett Mahler. And just like that, the first of this game.
X-Clan call.
Carry to the outside on first. Singleton can't hold on to the pass. It's going to give us a 2nd and 10 here.
Whose grandpas are on your team?
And went straight to the grandpa accusations. That's crazy.
Why they run so slow? My grandma can run faster than that.
On second, it's a give to Cuffey, the fullback. I would have liked to see more. It's once again going to force the men-at-arms into a passing situation on third, something they don't often do. But here goes nothing. Gonna complete the pass to Derek Quick over the middle, and does that answer your question? I mean, they don't call him Derek partially fast. Another first for the men-at-arms, a 3rd down conversion instead of a 4th. Give to Mahler, has some room up the middle, give him 5.
Oh.
So far, so decent for this team.
Had the gap, but didn't take it.
Stiff arm from the quarterback, and he's going to carry him for the first down yardage. Okay. I see you, Lang. I am not liking any of these play calls. I gotta start calling my own plays.
Welcome to another game of football chat.
Yeah, this time we are going to see this one through to the end. No time constraints, no rage bait.
Let's see, I bet on DraftKings there's a GF this drive, cash me in.
Wow. Well, he allegedly has 93 acceleration. I didn't see it on that one. Just a gain of 2 on the toss to the outside.
I meant touchdown.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Bet $20 win 2.000.
Looks down the field, going for the end zone. Might have one of the defenders with an early shove. And it is. That's going to gift the Men-at-Arms first down yardage in a big way. What do you do now here on 1st and goal? They've almost eaten up this entire first quarter. You need a team to kill about 5 minutes. Boy, do I have the squad for you. Second at 9 for the Men-at-Arms after that fullback dive goes nowhere. Lang. Outside toss to Mahler, and he's going to be able to walk this into the end zone. What an opening drive from this team.
Sweep. Touchdown. W.
I couldn't have said it any better.
W. Let's go out.
That's about what I can say about the identity of this team. A lot of runs, a lot of option, the occasional
touchdown by
the occasional ball when it's needed. Gonna have to field this from the end zone. And not much for it. Luke Altmaier is going to be the man to look at from the quarterback position. He's going to get this chance against this United Matthews defense, who last week did not fare well against Boston College. Not at all.
The Matthews are at 7. Can they win this game?
It's going to be the man, none other than Jamal Caldwell, to bring him down. His 4th sack in 4 games. This man continues to get to where he needs to go. And he put the team on his back, though. Second and 14. First quarter coming to a close. Diving grab is complete. And that's going to put us at the end of the first. The Men-at-Arms with a 7-0 lead. And I mean, you can't do much when you only have 4.5 minutes taken from you.
Is struggling out there.
It's not that they're struggling. They haven't gotten the time. I mean, their defense has bent and it's broken. And I bet you dollars to donuts that if the opportunity arises, they would do the same again. An inside carry for Altmaier for the first down on that play. Do some shifting on defense to not have that happen again. Tries to dump it to the tight end, but Caldwell knocks it right out of him. Incompletion. Gonna set up a second. Screen pass gets past Caldwell that time. Gonna set up a third and a do-si-do. Outside carry. Gonna be held up. Nothing doing for the halfback. And Illinois is gonna have to punt. Compared to what we saw last week from this Men-at-Arms defense. What a turnaround. As Crashton Robinson's going to be the man to run it back. And a decent return to the 39-yard line. First they go back to the well. Lang can run. He's going to do so. Gonna carry it himself for the first. And sometimes it's not about this team even passing. It's just the threat of them passing. First and 10, don't like what they see. A give to Cuffey. Give him 6 through the middle, and the Illinois player is going to step out. A player whose name I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. No way, no how. Second and 4, go right back to the well, and Cuffey is not handcuffed on this drive. I mean, if they keep giving you the middle, why not take it? As this team is now driving almost back in the red zone with a chance to extend their lead here. Woo, dangerous, tipped, and almost intercepted. Gotta be careful. Lang threw his first pick of the season last week. And would love to not throw another one. That incompletion will stop the clock. Second and 10. Lang. Slow rolling. They're going to give Mahler the ball. Only a gain of 2. Had the touchdown earlier. And on 3rd and 8. Passing down for most teams. Will it be so for the Men-at-Arms? It will, and they go right back to Mahler, and they're cooking inside the 10. These past few weeks, he's been more impactful, arguably, as a receiver than as a runner, and Bierman, I think, was the man to bring him down. That's a hell of a name. I bet that guy's popular at parties. He was the man that got crossed on the inside. So now with time ticking down in the first half and the 2-minute warning almost upon us. Give to Mahler. Gonna lose a yard. That was not the way. 2-minute warning here. Try to give him some different looks to maybe Just maybe. Consider something to the left. Lang gonna slide out and gonna be sacked. Who the hell is calling me at this time of the night? Get the hell out of here. That's gonna set up a third goal for the men at arms. As Lang now on third. Rolls to his right. Looks back. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Smith. And after the sack, what a way to bring it back. DeMontre Smith on the run and just turns around and sits on the route and puts it into the end zone. Extra point is up and through. Good stuff there. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it is a late night stream, but I thank each and every one of you who are watching this ball game. Brings me great joy to know that there are people out there to watch at this time of the evening. Strike outside. That's the halfback from earlier. That's what was his name again? It eludes me. His name eludes me. Lafrey. That's right. Got some furniture moving on the defense. Carry to the outside, and Caldwell sniffs him out. Another outside carry, and he's just gonna get enough to run himself out of bounds. Out of bounds. And they're on the other side of midfield just before halftime here. Illinois trying to muster up some points before the half, and he gets sacked. I don't even have the time to tell you who that was. Houston, I believe. Once again on the run, has to throw it away. This pass rush has come alive. And now on the Steve Austin down, 3rd and 16. Drops back. Over the middle. Gonna be tackled. Altmaier with the completion, with a good 5 yards shy of where you wanted to go. And on the other side of midfield, I'd be the guy to go for it on 4th. And I'm one of the most conservative players of this game you'll ever meet. And I'd say I'd go for it. That's very telling. First and 10. Shuffle to the outside. Lang carries it back in. Only 3 to speak of on that play. I think was looking for a little more real estate than was afforded to him on that one. See what they call for on 2nd and 7. Laying a fake, rolls out to the right, tries to go up the middle. The pocket was closing quick. Electing not to use a timeout here, which is, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Dump off to Mahler for a first down, but that doesn't leave him a ton of time. They might just bleed this clock out here.
Wow, 14 for the Matthews.
Yeah, it's about the point deficit we came back from last week, only to lose it right back. First down carry for Cuffey before we put the bow on this first half. And this has been a much different United Matthews team than we've seen as of recent. Up 14-0 on Illinois going into the half. 8 minutes of possession. They are playing their brand of football. And coupled with the run from Mahler and this huge touchdown strike from Lang. Illinois has just been looking for answers. There's been a couple, but so far nothing that's materialized into big points. They will be getting the ball to start the second, which will only be their third possession of the ball game, if I'm not mistaken. Has to field it from the 1 and gets taken at the shins by Bean. Oh, brother.
Sup?
Got a play fake. Got a delivery. Got the first down. The comeback route give you just enough space. That's about as picture perfect of a rep as you can ask for. How's it going? Welcome to the fun. Couple of missed tackles here from the Matthews defense, and one of them's down, clutching his wrist. Don't look at the flick of that wrist. They'll give to the halfback Laffrey over the middle. And he's been the guy to occasionally give you some resemblance of an offense. Motion way out to the right-hand side. 6-yard completion, but a strike. Strained forearm. Monitor the situation on him. Don't want him to get too comfortable, but at the same time, you don't want to aggravate something. We've still got a lot of season to go here. Quick dump off is complete, but not much more, and there's your 1,000th completion for this 1,000th. Yeah, if I could talk. This 100th completed pass of the season. If he completed his 1,000th, we'd have some issues. Because what kind of offense are you running? Easy money for them. And Altmaier just got his 100th yard on the day from that. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's do one of those. Tiny dump off. He's going to wish he didn't. You rarely ever see the tight end screen, folks. And that's why. It's a cute play if it works, but when it doesn't work, boy, are you paying for it. 2nd and 15. Deep strike, and it gets right past the defender. They are moving here, folks. How's about it? 1st and 10, that one wasn't so good. Into double coverage. And the aforementioned Crashton Robinson got his hands on it.
Wow.
I moonlight as a commentator. I don't know if you guys can tell. Probably not.
That throw was Emma.
Play's complete, but defensive holding. And they're going to decline that and take the field position. But even if they hadn't, they still had a good play in front of them. You rarely ever see defensive holding. It's not too prevalent.
Zing.
Another quick dump off here. They seem to be favoring the short game. Much like my good friend Paul. I hope he doesn't watch this back. Ball tipped up in the air, and that could have been a golden opportunity for this defense. But instead, it will drop harmlessly. And now a 3rd and 8 for the Fighting Illini? However you say it. And he's going to be just a yard short of the marker. And they're going for it on 4th. They need some points here. Quick strike between two defenders, incomplete. And United Matthews is gonna have a chance here. No points given. First down run, Mahler. Good run for 9. Maybe could have taken it a little further. Gonna give it right back to Mahler, and he keeps doing what he's doing. The rushing yards have been hard for him to come by. But you start to find him in a situation like this. I know running the football isn't exactly sexy to most people, but neither am I. My point is, it seems to be working. I give the cuff. I'm gonna get it together. I give to Cuffy, only good for a yard. On second, they are going to go to the air. Give to Anderson. Going to get 5 of those yards here. Oh, brother. Oh, boy. On 3rd and 4, Lang. Looking outside, looking way down the field, and almost in the hands of Smith again. There was a shot there. It's just off the fingertips of Smith, and now you're maybe just being stupid. A reasonable team would punt in this situation. But Mahler has been proven to be anything but reasonable, as that's his 4th grab on the day. And it's going to move the chains forward. I think he has 100 all-purpose yards now. He's got 57 through the air, and he's got like 53 on the ground. Lang going to go back to the well. Mahler not going to have much on there. Just a gain of a single. And not in the way you want. This could very well be the end of the 3rd quarter. Outside strike to Derek Quick, and he's got the first. And ladies and gentlemen, the Men-at-Arms are 1 quarter away at this rate from knocking Illinois out of the top 25. And a give right back to Mahler, and a gain of 12. Give him what you're looking for. 1st and 10, it looks like a strike to the outside, but Lang runs right into trouble. Gonna lose 4. Be 2nd and 14. I think he tried to carry it to the outside after faking the defense around, but Illinois wasn't fooled. I don't even think some of my viewers were fooled. Were you guys fooled? Probably not. Second and 14, Mahler going to gain 10 of those yards back. And on 3rd and 4, you have a ton of options at your disposal. Third and 4, strike to Anderson, shoves off a tackler, gets down to the 8. Give up the middle to Cuffey, and now this is just clock bleeding. Bleeding dry, some would say.
Hoy.
Hoy hoy. There's a give to the backup Zimmerman. Unfortunate name. Only a gain of a yard. Third and goal from the 6. Lang gonna step back. Lang gonna take it in himself. Touchdown, Men at Arms. Put the crown on that man. And that will effectively end any shot that Illinois had to get back in this game. The boot from Tucker is good. Went 94 yards on that drive after stopping Illinois on their own side of the field. Protection held up great. Lang could have had a couple opportunities to deliver the ball to someone else, but no one was on him. And so he eventually decides to pull the Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself. This return gonna be from the goal line. Catch a forearm to the back for your troubles. Just like those old SmackDown versus Raw games. The old
9 plus 10.
The old 1-2. Outside strike. Gonna be complete, but not before he can step out. They're right back on the field now for second. They got 4 men wide. Trying to make something happen, going with the hurry-up offense. Altmaier going to take the snap in a hurry. Once again, a dump off to his halfback. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning, folks. Some adjustments, some furniture moving on this defense. I think UMass is more than happy to let them have the underneath. Waits has all the time, but is gonna be wrestled down. Tried to set up a long, deep ball there, but boy did it not pay off in your favor. Pass on second only gets you about 6 yards. You need another 10 to even consider the possibility of a first down. And a huge shot from Bean on third. And that's going to force a 4th and 7. They are going to convert. But they are just, as my good buddy Lynn says, they are just eating empty calories at this rate. It's like popcorn. Another sack, the 4th for this United Matthews defense. Keep trying to play the sidelines. I got something for y'all playing the sidelines. Not a lot of pressure up the middle. Not a lot of yards gained either. Fourth. 4th and 6, and I'm pretty sure that ball bounced off of Caldwell's face. Hold on a minute. Wait a GD second. Altmaier looking and looking. There's not a lot to go off of. And then... That's what we call a heads-up play. You could have... That's the thumbnail, by the way. That's the thumbnail right there. When you just don't... When everybody's joking about you and you don't understand why. One more time, let's just make it cinematic, okay? Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's play it in slow motion. You see the route developing over the middle. Lets it go, and then... He must have thought this was the other football. Played in with a header. Second and 7. This is going to be the last play of the game. Good game for Mahler, shaking off multiple tacklers. That's going to do it. Victory formation for the Men-at-Arms. And number 23, no more. As Illinois cannot muster a point against the Men-at-Arms.
What a close game, lol.
12 rushes, 75 yards, and a score. Garrett Mahler, as well as another 50 yards receiving. This was the dagger, folks. Jamie Lang gonna run it in a goal-to-go situation. And then... Okay, I didn't know if that was gonna be the play. They made a couple of strikes back downfield. After a disappointing loss last week to Boston College, the United Matthews Men-at-Arms answer back in a big way. And I can't believe there are 19, 20 people watching this right now. I am stunned. Held the Fighting Illini, however the hell you say it, to under 200 yards of offense. Well, they got 262. 28 rushes, 131 total yards, 2 scores, 11-15 on passes. This looks a lot more like a United Matthews game. 6 of 8 on 3rd down, 2 of 2 on 4th. Perfect in the red zone. No turnovers to speak of. And 13.5 of a potential 20-minute game. Jamie Lang, 111 of 15, 131 yards and the passing touchdown. Mahler 1275 in the score. We went over that. Cuffey 8 for 40. Lang 715 in the rushing one, and Zimmerman got himself a yard. Receiving, Mahler 567. DeMontre Smith 2 grabs for 20. Almost had a big one down the field, but unfortunately not. Anderson 2 for 16. Quick 2 for 28. And Singleton dropped the one pass we threw at him. Singleton's going to be credited as giving up the sack, which is crazy from a pure blocker, but defensively, bunch of plays all around, multiple sacks for the Men-at-Arms defense. 2 from Martin, 1 from Houston, and 1 from Caldwell. Caldwell tied for the team lead with 5 tackles, 4 of which for loss. And 2, and 1 very hilarious pass deflection.
Who called?
After the yike sandwich that was last game, that was the way to answer back. Scoring summary looks kind of boring. 11-yard run, 17-yard pass, 6-yard run. But I do want to go back to that pass in the second. This is my personal play of the game. Let's bring it out a little bit. Just play it normal.
Balls were thrown.
And that will end up doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am currently part of a multi-friend league. And that's where my obligations for this week wrap up. We're going to take some gainers around at some recruiting and what have you. But the rest of my buddies have finished their games, and they're just waiting on me to move forward. Before that, can I upgrade my coach any? Good old clipboard holder. Blocking is always good. Alright, so, that being said, I'm ready to advance. That should advance the rest of the stuff into next week. Ooh, I got a couple visits, a couple of top 3s. And still some risk. Still very much risk. I got some top 3 schools. I got some visits. A chance to maybe secure some recruits for the future. Jamal Caldwell, ACC Defensive Player of the Week for the second time this season. My next game, when I will tackle it, will be against Arizona. I'll give a quick gander to the top 25. Georgia, Penn State, Clemson, Miami, Ohio State, Texas, Indiana, Ole Miss, Michigan, Oklahoma, Texas Tech, Florida, Iowa, Alabama, Iowa State, USC, Tennessee, A&M, BYU, Mizzou, Baylor, Duke, went up a couple of spots, as did Boise. Oregon dropped a bunch after getting whooped by Ohio State. Iowa made it onto the list, and Memphis also made it onto the list. So still none of us to speak of, but I don't see much of them here either. Now, coaches ranked, both my buddies are on here. Hampton sneaks into the 25th spot. And those two are actually the big game this week that is going to be on my buddy Linwood TV's channel, who was in the chat. But we end up doing these collabs all the time. This has been a tons of fun. And that should be fun to play when you have two people in the same league play each other. It's just that much more amazing. That's gonna be fun of ton. And I think we just may have a couple of these recruits in the bag, and we may have to rethink some others based on how this visit goes. You know, is it very telling when you have a recruit that you're looking at and no one else shows any interest? Is that telling? Is that telling for anyone else, or is it just telling for me? Okay. Well, we got a lot to look at, and this is a lot of off-screen stuff I'm doing right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, to any of all of you who watched through this whole thing, wow, thank you all. I didn't think this time of the night would produce this kind of viewership. But if you liked what you saw, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified of when I do these. Obviously, they can happen at any time. Or, if you want to go even further, be sure to turn not just notifications on, but I got a lot of props back here. It would be much appreciated to grow this channel for the future, for more stuff like this and more stuff that's not like this. And to any of you who have enjoyed, I thank you all. I cannot believe the viewer count is this high. I wish I had more to do so we could keep this going, but unfortunately I don't. But I would love to invite each and every one of you. I will also get the Guild of Tagathor Discord up and working again, so that you all can join the train on that. Like I said, I just got a bunch of props back here. I'm a couple of sound effect buttons away from a radio show. That being said, to each and every one of you all, I hope you have had a fun time watching. I hope you stick around for more. My name is Tagathor. You will have a great night. And stay together, everyone. See you next time.